rising, and also make the bhavana mind, the meditative mind, sink into this rising object, rising of the abdomen. That is how you practice during sitting. And also during walking, you pay attention to the foot and note lifting, moving and placing. Now the mindfulness enters. You practice so that the mindfulness enters into the object of observation, in this case lifting, and also it causes the bhavana mind, the meditative mind, to sink into the object, namely lifting in this case. The same thing goes with moving. When you move and note moving, you note in such a way that your noting mind sinks into this moving object, at the same time cause the bhavana mind to sink into this moving object. When you place still, you note placing, so that the noting mind sinks into this placing object and also cause the bhavana mind to sink into this object of observation. In this way, it has the characteristic of sinking and not floating, like a cork, but it sinks like a stone thrown into the water. Such is the natural characteristics, sabhava lakkhana, of sati, mindfulness. As for the second quality, namely its function, rasa, now you are noting the arising object, beginning with the main object of rising and falling during sitting, so that you don't lose sight of this object. You are chasing it in a way, like you chase a culprit. When somebody steals something from you, you chase him or her. Especially the security person will chase, the police will chase the culprit. So also, you are seeing the police patrol cars chasing the some motor vehicles. I read in the newspapers. So you have to chase that. So also your noting mind should be able to chase the object of observation, so as not to lose sight of this object of observation. Objects rise one by one, such as rising and falling, and you don't lose sight of it. You just keep going, follow it all the time. The same thing goes with other objects of observation. As they arise in your body, you note so as not to lose sight of these objects, not to forget these objects. In walking, you note lifting, moving and placing, and every time you lift, move and place, and note lift and place, your noting mind should be following these objects so as not to lose sight of these objects. Such is the function of mindfulness, asammosa rasa, as is said in Pali. So when we have these two qualities, that is not sinking, not floating, but sinking, and not losing sight, so the sati, mindfulness, will be all pulled into the object of observation, or into all objects of observation, without forgetting, without losing, and without skimming, and without noting superficially. Now, with these two qualities, if your noting mind has these two qualities, your noting mind will sink into the object of observation and will not lose sight of the object of observation. It is good enough. However, it becomes necessary for the noting mind to be face to face with the object of observation, or confronts the object of observation. For instance, when you are going to see somebody, the most important feature by which you identify that person is the face. So you got to confront or come to face with him or her, so that you see his or her face and be able to identify whether she likes you or he likes you, or she doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. This will appear in the face at once. In this way you come into face to face, your noting mind comes into face to face with the object of observation. This is known in Pali as Visya Bhimukha Pachupatthana. So this is the manifestation. Pachupatthana is manifestation. The manifestation of coming into face to face, or the sati mindfulness as the manifestation of coming into face to face with the object of observation. Now we have these qualities. The noting mind sinks into the object. It doesn't lose sight of the object, and it comes into face to face with the object. The result is that sati, the mind is protected by sati, mindfulness. That was the result of the previous qualities, that is sinking in the object, not losing sight. So coming into face to face with the object observation, the result is protection, guarding, safeguarding, so that the kilesas, afflictive states, or mental things, impurities will not enter your stream of consciousness. Your mind is said to be protected. Just like now the weather is very cold outside, and if you leave the doors or windows open, cold air will come in and everybody will get sick, catch cold, sneeze and so on. So in order not to cause this, not to let cold happen in you close all the windows, doors very firmly, and the wind, undesirable elements, weather elements will not enter the house, such as the rain, storm, cold wind, so on. So also, when your stream of consciousness is protected by mindfulness, all these mental impurities or mental things, afflictive states like raga, dosa, craving, aversion, will not have a chance to enter the stream of consciousness. This in Pali is known as Areka Pachupatthana, the manifestation of protection. This is another manifestation. The first manifestation is the manifestation of coming into face to face with the object of observation, and this second manifestation is the manifestation of protection or safeguarding. Therefore, when your mind is safeguarded, protected by mindfulness, you will become secure. Just like when the doors and windows are closed, the elements, wind elements, and weather elements will not enter and harm you. So also your mind will become secure. And if they enter, you have to use appropriate methods. When your mind is secure in this way, you'll be free from the bondage of these afflictive states, impurities, mental taints. So this is the nature of the sati, mindfulness, and this is how it has been mentioned in the text as to the qualities of sati in terms of natural characteristic, function, and manifestations. And of course, you all who practice, who undertake the practice, or who are real practitioners, will be able to understand and be able to verify with your own practice.
ရှင်ဝင်အာယုမှာအနိကအတေကောင်းတဲ့မှတ်ရတဲ့တတိလို့ဆိုရမှာပေါ်တိုင်းအာယုမှာအတေကောင်းနေလို့ရအခြားစိတ်ဆွမ်းအားတွေအများကြီးဆိုပါတယ်အဲဒီအတေကောင်းတာကပေါ်ရန်ရောလေးရှက်ပြီးတော့အတေကောင်းတာမျိုးပါတော့သိပြီးတော့မထီရောက်လာမခိုင်မြဲဘူးခဲတဲ့ဝင်ရောက်ပြီးတော့စူးဝင်သွားတယ်ဖြစ်ပါမှဒါမှအတေကောင်းတဲ့အမှတ်ရဖြစ်နေပါတယ်ပြီးတော့ဓမ္မခဲတဲ့ကိုဝင်တယ်လို့ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့စူးဝင်တယ်လို့ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့အတေကောင်းကြီးအတွက်ဝင်သွားအောင်အာယုံနဲ့ဝင်သွားအောင်ကကြောက်ခဲရည်လေးပြချလိုက်လို့ရှိရင်ဝင်သွားတဲ့ထင်ရတော့အဲ့ဒီလိုလုပ်ရတယ်။အဲ့ဒါကိုပဲကျမ်းဂန်များကဟောက်ကန်တိတ်တော့ဟောတတိကိုဆိုထားပါတယ်။အနိက အာယုမှာအတဲကောင်းတဲ့တတိဆိုတာပေါ်ရန်ကြောရှက်ပြီးတော့ဒီလိုတည်တာမျိုးဟုတ်ပါဘူးလေအာယုနဲ့ကိုဝင်သွားတယ်လို့ပေါ့ဒီအာယုနဲ့ခုန်ထားလိုက်တဲ့အခါမှာဝင်သွားတယ်လို့ပေါ့အတဲကောင်းတဲ့တတိမျိုးကိုယူပါလို့အဲ့လိုတတိမျိုးစဉ်ဆက်မပြတဲ့ခါလေးဖြစ်နေပါလိမ့်မယ်ဆိုရပါတယ်တမန်တတိမျိုးဒီပေါ့ခုလို့ဆိုတာ
The one which is closely established on the object of observation, it needs to be able to be properly established, firmly established. Now, in order to achieve this result, we need assistance of other mental powers. And the mindfulness should not be skimming over the surface in a superficial manner. Otherwise, it will not be effective and it will not be durable. It has to penetrate, it has to enter into the object of observation. It is a pinpoint into the object of observation. Then only it will be a firmly established mindfulness. It should penetrate, it should enter the object and be established on the object of observation. Not like a cork, but like stone thrown into the water. That is how you have to practice your mindfulness, cultivate your mindfulness. In the text are given these additional qualities as aukantedava pravodati, proceeding by entering into the object of observation. That means your mindfulness should not be skimming over the object of observation in a superficial manner. It has got to enter into the object of observation, like you are jumping into it. In continuity, your mindfulness has to be continuous. It should proceed in this way. Therefore, it is not the ordinary kind of sati that we are talking about.
ယူခွင့်အာယုန်ထဲမှာတက်ဝင်သွားတယ်လို့အစမပြတ်ဖြစ်ရမယ်ဆိုတာအဲ့ဒီအမှားရမှုတက်ဝင်တဲ့တတိဟာနှုံနှီးလားနှုံမှန်လားနှုံမြန်လားဆိုတာအများကြီးဖြစ်ပေါ်ရရှိနေပါတယ်နှုံနှီးဆိုလည်းမရပါဘူးနှုံမှန်လည်းမရတတ်ပါဘူးနှုံမြန်ရတယ်တစ်ချိန်လို့တစ်ပုံလို့အားပါရတယ်အရေးစလိုလည်းပဲအခါလည်းဖြစ်ရတယ်နည်းနည်းမှပေါ်လာတဲ့အာယုံကိုစဉ်းစားမနေအောင်ဒါပါလေဘယ်လိုလဲဘာကြောင့်လဲဆိုတာစဉ်းစားဖို့အချိန်မရဘူးအရေးစလိုလုပ်ရတယ်တစ်ချိန်လို့တစ်ပုံလို့အဲ့ဒါလိုအရေးစလိုဖြက်ကလေးအာယုံပေါ်လာတဲ့နေရှိမှတ်တဲ့စိတ်ရောက်သွားအောင်ပြုလုပ်ရပါခြားစိတ်ဆွမ်းအားတွေအကူအညီအများကြီးလုပ်ပါတယ်စိတ်ဆွမ်းအားတွေကခုနလည်းပြောခဲ့ပါတယ်ယုံကြည်စွမ်းအားရှိနေရပါတယ်ပြီးတော့တကယ်စိတ်စင်ကြယ်လို့တဲ့အဖက်ဘက်ကစင်ကြယ်လို့တဲ့စန္ဒာမျိုးလည်းပဲပြင်းပြတယ်မျက်မျက်နှာလို့ထားပါတယ်ဒါရှိဥစွာရှိနေရမယ်ဆိုင်ပါပဲလက်တွေ့ရှိမှတ်တဲ့အခါမှာတော့ရှုခွင့်အောင်ရှိမှတ်တဲ့စိတ်အရှိန်အဟုန်နဲ့ပေါ့လေအရှိန်တို့တစ်ပုံလုံးနဲ့ရောက်သွားအောင်လို့အင်အားတိတ်လို့တယ်အဲ့ဒီအင်အားကအားစိတ်တဲ့အင်အားပေါ့ရှုခွင့်အောင်ရှိမှတ်တဲ့စိတ်ရောက်သွားအောင်ပေါ့လေအားစိတ်တဲ့သဘောပါဠိလိုတော့အာတာပခေါ်ပါတယ်အာတာပဆိုတာအပူတပြင်းအားထုတ်ဖို့လို့ခေါ်ပါတယ်အစပြုပြီးတော့အပူတပြင်းအားထုတ်ဖို့ပြီးတော့အခက်ခဲနဲ့တွေ့လာလို့ရှိရင်တဆင့်တိုးပြီးတော့အပူတပြင်းအားထုတ်ဖို့ဤစစ်ရို့ရဲဒီလိုလုပ်လို့မရပါဘူးအပူတပြင်းလုပ်ရတာပါနိုးကြတက်ကြွဖြတ်လက်နေရတာအဲ့လိုမျိုးရှိရပါတယ်ဒါသိအရေးကြီးပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီအားပါရပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီအားတစ်ခါများလို့ရှိရင်လည်းပဲရှုခွင့်အာရုံပေါ်မှာကြော်ပြီးတော့သွားတယ်လွန်သွားနိုင်ပါတယ်လွဲသွားနိုင်တယ်နည်းလို့ရှိရင်လည်းပဲရှုခွင့်အာရုံဒီမပြီးဘူးအလောတော်ဖြစ်အောင်စံသဘောပေါ့လေရွယ်စုတဲ့သဘောရွယ်ချိန်တဲ့သဘောဒီတက်ကလည်းပါရပါတယ်ရွယ်ချိန်ပြီးတော့စနစ်တကျတစ်ချိန်လို့တစ်ပုံလို့ရှုခွင့်အာရုံကြီးရှိမှတဲ့စိတ်ရောက်သွားအောင်အားစိတ်ပြီးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ခုနမလွတ်တမ်းဆွေးမြဲစွာရှု ရှုနိုင်တဲ့တတိပေါ့ရှုခွင့်အာယုံမှာအနိကအရှိန်အဟုန်နဲ့ပေါ့လေကပ်ရောက်သွားပြီအဲ့ဒီတတိဖြစ်လာတာပါလားအဲ့ဒီတတိဖြစ်လာလို့ရှိရင်ဆွေးမြဲစွာရှုမိရအာယုံမှာစိတ်ကလေးကတခဏစုစည်းမိသွားတယ်မယမ်းတာပြန်ကျဲသွားတာမျိုးမရှိတော့အဲ့ဒီစိတ်အင်အားစုတည်ခုနရှုမှတ်တဲ့ဘာဝနာစိတ်ပါပေါ့ဒါစုပေါင်းပြီးတော့ရောက်လာပါတယ်တော့ခုနခဏဘောက်ကနေပြီးတော့ဩဇာတပါတဲ့သစ္စုံတပါတဲ့အစားအစာတွေပေါ့လေပြည့်စုံစုံထည့်ပြီးလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ဒီသစ္စုံတတွေကဆိုင်ရာယောဂါတွေလည်းကာကွယ်ပြီးတော့ကိုယ်ထဲမှာပေါ့လိုအပ်တဲ့အာရုံဖြည့်ပြီးတော့သွန်တတိရှိတဲ့ထက်လက်တဲ့မြတ်ပဲတို့တူပဲစိတ်ရှင်မှာခုနသွန်တတိရှိတဲ့စိတ်အင်အားစုထက်မြက်တဲ့စိတ်အင်အားစုတွေကတချီရောက်သွားတာပဲရောက်သွားတော့မကောင်းတဲ့ရာဂဒေါသအစရှိတဲ့ဟာတွေကိုလည်းညဉ့်ညမ်းဖို့တွေကိုလည်းကာကွယ်ထားလိုက်တယ်စိတ်မှလည်းပဲတဖြည်းဖြည်းပေါ့လေတစ်ဖက်နဲ့တစ်ဖက်ဆက်ဆက်ပြီးတော့အားရလည်းပြည့်လာတယ်သွန်တတိလည်းရှိလာတယ်ထက်လက်ထက်မြက်လာတယ်သိတူကြတာ
So the mind has, noting mind has got to enter into the object observation continuously, and when we do that, we have different kinds of speed, the slow speed, medium speed, and fast speed. So how should one note the object or apply this mindfulness? In what speed, by what speed should one apply this mindfulness? Should it be slow speed, or medium speed, or high speed? Now, it is impossible to practice with slow speed. You cannot do it with slow speed. Neither can you do it with medium speed. It has to be fast speed, a high speed, high gear, just like putting high gear. It has to be rushing, one has got to rush with force, without any room for thoughts. There's no room for thoughts in the practice as to thinking about why it is and how it is, trying to intellectualize, conceptualize, as some yogis are accustomed to doing it. So then if one is conceptualizing or intellectualizing, there will be no continuity of the mindfulness, and it will not be the quality of mindfulness which we are talking about. And the noting mind will never be able to be established firmly on the object of observation. So in order that the noting mind is rushed into the object of observation with full speed, so as to enter into the object of observation, we need the collaboration of other mental powers, such as the power of faith and confidence, saddha, and also strong zeal in order to purify one's mind, so that one would cherish to undertake the practice. These two mental powers are necessary in the beginning of the practice. So when we are doing it in practice, applying mindfulness, you are directing your noting mind towards the object of observation. You are applying energy, driving force, and this is known as ardapa in Pali, ardent energy, not ordinary energy, or heat energy. Energy in the form of heat, or heat can be considered as an energy or Vajrapasa. So this energy also has many grades. For instance, the initial energy, and when you start initiate the practice, in order to be able to establish your mindfulness. And secondly, the stepped up energy in order to be able to overcome difficulties. You cannot be just slack or do it in an easygoing manner. It has to be ardent. One has got to cultivate, apply ardent energy. One has got to be always grateful, diligent, and active. And there must be this driving force to rush your noting mind to the object of observation. At times, of course, the energy also will be applied in different degrees. If you apply in different degrees, such as if the energy is in excess, it might overshoot your object, and if it's in deficiency, you may not be able to catch up with the object observation. It has to be in an appropriate adjusted manner, which is adjusted by this jhanic factor, the factor of absorption or one-pointedness, namely Videka in Bali, aiming or focusing. So that when you apply this energy, a rush of Nodi mind with full force, you will not miss the object observation. It will be well established, closely and firmly on the object of observation. So you rush your Nodi mind towards the object observation, so that the mindfulness is established, sustained, and the concentration will be sustained. It is a mind falls calm and collected on the object of observation, without any scattering, any wandering, any spreading, any flying to other places. And then this bhavana mind is said to be properly concentrated, consolidated. Like when you feed the mind with nutriments, or when you feed the body with nutriments through the mouth, you'll be strong physically you'll be healthy, so that no disease will enter, no undesirable infectious diseases will enter into your body. Your body is said to be protected, your body is said to be strengthened, because the physical nutriments, essential nutriments are effective. So also, as you are able to feed your mind with these mental powers, or nutriments, spiritual nutriments in terms of mental powers, which are effective, all the undesirable, unwholesome, afflictive states, mental taints, impurities such as raga, dosa, craving, aversion, will not enter your stream of consciousness. You are said to be protected, and then you'll be able to proceed your mindfulness continuously, so that it will be well established in the object observation. And your mind, your Nodi mind will become energized, your bhavana mind will become energized, and it will become very effective in a very extraordinary manner.
Kuma luate tesondati when all she when the love you point saying a kuga are the TV kauna the so to say several the minima the change the change you get 6 hours in the day. 6 kuga area TV kauna. Kuga Gami so in Gonda no shedding with the Gawa people. Today, she went on the Shiva Day saying, you will do her say her the church or don't worry. Macone Udi jet, Janzi jet in Shira. It has a clear Jamian Pew, Lana San and the Children. The Bolivian as I pay in Iraq. Kilida Lemaka, Pelan and the Washington. Bolivian as I move so that it is here, kill it to me. The Didiana Kushi into Iron Cheney this year. And Nika so worry. No check to a hundred. Check of a hero. The other day yogi was the Lucy. စိတ်တက်ကြွကြမရှိဘဲနဲ့ပြင်းရတာပဲကျင်းနေထိုင်လိုက်တဲ့ဆိုရင်ပြင်းလာတာအဲ့ဒီအပြင်းဟာအလွန်ကြီးကျယ်အားကောင်းတဲ့အဖြစ်စီတစ်ခုပါပဲအနိကဆုံးသူကနှိမ့်ဆက်လျက်ရှိနေတဲ့ဉာဏ်သူတွေလည်းဆိုရပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီအပြင်းရှိနေတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်မှာခုနအာရုံထဲမှာရှိနေလည်းပဲချိန်အားဒီအဖြစ်မလာဘူးဒါတော့အပူပြင်းအားဆက်ဝင်လည်းမရှိဘူးအဲ့ဒီစိတ်အင်အားစုနှစ်ခုမရှိတဲ့အတွက်စိတ်စဉ်အကာအကွယ်ပေးတဲ့တတိလည်းပဲဖြစ်မလာဘူးစိတ်ဆူဆီးမှုလည်းရမှာအဲ့ဒီဘာဝနာတရားတွေအ ရှင်းမပြုဘဲလည်းဖြစ်တတ်ပါတယ်တကယ်လို့အထုတ်တော်မှာတင်းတင်းရင်းရင်းပေါ့ဒီကြိုးကြိုးစားစားဒီလိုလည်းမရှိနိုင်ဘူးမရှိတော့သမာဓိဉာဏ်တုတွေရဖို့ရသိမလွယ်တော့ပါဘူးအခုချိန်အားနဲ့အားစိတ်အားပေါ့လေဒီတစ်ခုရှိနေပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်စိတ်ဟာကျုပ်ပြီးတော့ငုံပြီးတော့ပေါ့လေတိတ်ခဲပြီးတော့သွားတော့လန်းလန်းဆန်းဆန်းပြည့်နေပြီရှိအောင်လုပ်လိုက်ခုနအပြည့်ကြီးကြောက်တာဟုတ်ပါသိကောင်းလားနောက်တတိဖြစ်လာတဲ့ခါကျတော့တတိယစိတ်စဉ်ကိလေသာမောဟအကာအကွယ်ပေးတယ်စိတ်ဆူဆီးမှုရလာတဲ့ခါကျတော့စိတ်ဘယဗလာမဖြစ်ရအောင်သူကတိတ်တဲတဲဖြစ်အောင်လို့ဆူဆီးပေးတယ်ချက်ချင်းအကျိုးရတာလားခုနကိုယ်ထဲမှာလိုအပ်တဲ့သစ္ဆောင်တတ်တွေဝင်သွားလို့ရှိရင်စိတ်ခုကရုပ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာခုခံအားတွေကောင်းလာတယ်စိတ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာမှာလည်းဒီအားတွေဝင်သွားလို့ရှိရင်ခုခံအားတွေတနေ့တည်းကောင်းလာတာရလာတာပဲပြီးတော့တရားထုတ်တယ်ဆိုတာစိတ်အစဉ်မှာလိုအပ်တဲ့စိတ်သွားတွေထည့်ပေးနေတာစိတ်အစားကျွေးနေလိုအပ်တဲ့အစားတွေကျွေးနေတာပါလို့ပြောလို့ရှိရင်မမှားပါဘူး
We feed our body with essential nutriments, as we have been talking about, and as much as these essential nutriments enter our body, we are bound to be able to possess physical stamina, and we will be able to resist any infectious diseases because the body will become strong and healthy. So also, if our stream of consciousness is provided with these mental powers, every moment of the time practice, there will be this physical, spiritual stamina arising in us, and as much as the spiritual stamina is developed, there will be no one will become free of disturbances, hindrances. We are said to be protected. If we are able to aim our noting mind to the object of observation, there will be no unwholesome thoughts, as we discussed yesterday. The mind will become fresh, all is fresh, and because we apply ardent energy, atapa, kilesas are not accepted, and by not accepting, they are said to be repelled or overcome. And because the ardent energy is very effective and powerful. So, with aiming and energy, we are establishing our mindfulness closely on the object of observation, and kilesas are distanced. The affected states are not allowed to enter the stream of consciousness by not giving a chance for them to come into enter the stream of consciousness. Sometimes it may happen that yogi or the practitioner will become lazy, sluggish, and not be energetic in the practice. Once he or she sits, the sluggishness from top up may arise on her or on him or her. And this is a very strong hindrance, and we sometimes say that it is the nearest enemy. As for the lazy person, the indolent person, there is no aiming of the noting mind towards the object observation, and also there is no application of ardent energy, and because of the absence of these mental powers, sati, there will be no protection of your mind by this mindfulness, and there will be no concentration arising as a result of sustaining mindfulness. And also, one will not be able to undertake this bhavana practice, mind development.